Hey there, peeps. It's me again. I'm back for another video. So right now, I'm here with our special guest for today. So she is the WELLBE Coin CEO and founder. So please welcome Miss Anne-Marie Argemi. So thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me, Jeff. That's really a great opportunity to present the WELLBE. I'm very glad to be with you.
All right. So let's begin this interview. So first things first, could you introduce yourselves to our subscribers and followers here on YouTube, especially on how did you get started in getting interested into crypto while you are into fitness?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So, just to introduce briefly myself, I'm from France. I'm one of these rare people in France that actually speaks English. So, it's pretty good. There are not so many. So, you will forgive me with my English sometimes. I try to do my best, but sometimes might make mistakes. So, do forgive me for that. To answer your question, how did I came from fitness to fintech? Uh, that's the very good question. I did actually spend like about 10 years in fitness. I had two clubs, which I closed a month and a half before the first confinement. So in January 2020, I think I was very wise or very inspired, I suppose. So I closed my clubs just before the confinement, and I started to get interested in crypto because a friend of mine actually asked me if I wanted to invest in one of them. And I'm the kind of person I like to understand everything before I do it, Jeff. So it was for me interesting to invest in crypto, but I wanted to understand exactly how it worked. And so what I did is I spent a few weeks, and after that month, of course, but I spent the few 3 weeks just learning about blockchain, cryptocurrency, how it works, what we can do with it, what kind of features. And the more I learned about it, the more that idea came out of my mind. Like, God, this is exactly what the fitness industry needs today to get out of this archaism, that's very old way of doing things, and to enter a new era and become a community fitness indeed, but also to solve that was the main point of the creation of that cryptocurrency, is to create something that can solve really all the issues we have as a owner of fitness clubs, and we do have many. Believe me, we do have many. It's a very nice industry. It's worldwide. It's the favorite sport of all the people in the world. When they practice something, most of the people are practicing fitness. We are talking about 230 million member in the world of fitness clubs. So it's huge. It's a very huge community. And beside that, even though it's a very big industry and it's actually running with more than $111 billion turnover per year, fitness club owners are poor, really poor. So we are struggling just to be able to pay ourselves for very great service that help people with health and getting them fit and healthy. And we are not rewarded for this. So I thought cryptocurrency was actually the solution. How can we actually give the opportunity to these club fitness members and members and owners to get healthy and rich? So that was the reason, and I came up with this idea. And along the way that I was keeping on learning about blockchain, I started to put things really together and get them in order, very organized, of what I wanted to have, what kind of currency I wanted to have, what features it was supposed to have, and to give to people. And that's the way the WELLBE Coin actually was born.
All right, so that's a very wonderful introduction that you have, and also sharing your journey on how you are getting interested in this crypto space while you are into fitness. So, thank you very much, and for sharing that to us. Because, as what you have said earlier about those fitness club owners that you guys are struggling, right? Because I
Yeah,
know that others right here in the Philippines are can relate, especially that we are in the pandemic right now. They are also struggling, you know, especially those who are like you know what, I have seen some of those who are doing the Zumba kind of thing. You know, some of my friends are doing that. Well, there are so many fitness clubs right here in the Philippines. But yeah, the problem right now is that we are not aware of integrating this with cryptocurrency and blockchain, you know.
exactly.
So
That's
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, so this is really the solution, and you're right about that. All right, okay. And speaking of cryptocurrency and blockchain, in which that is your coin, which is the WELLBE coin. Could you share about its mission and vision to all of us right here?
Yeah, of course. The first mission of the WELLBE Coin, actually, there are many, but we say the principal ones. Uh, One of them is to be a means of payment. That means that people can use it as a payment to pay membership, to pay all kinds of services provided by the preferred club. When they go to fitness club, they can have this as reward instead of having a month offers. Uh, we do that in France. I don't know in Philippines how it works with commercials of, and promotion in fitness club. But for instance, in France right now, because it's going to be the summer, mostly people are going on holiday. Clubs are offering actually 3 months for free. Okay, so it's very nice. It's very nice for the member, but for the club, it's 3 months that actually there's no income, no money. No money is actually coming in the club. So one of the solution of the WellBe was instead of offering 3 months to for free to the members, let them pay their 3 months and instead just give them the equivalent in WellBe coin. So these WellBe coin can be used in your club lately. They will get value. They will get they will get some kind of growth of value very quickly because more people will use them, and the people will be the members will have the actually the choice of what they want to have as a present, as a gift, instead of being imposed to have 3 months for free. Maybe they want something else in your club. Maybe they want to buy protein. Maybe they just want to have coach, special personalized coach. So you can give them the choice to use their WellBees after for whatever they want in the club. And for the club, but they get the WellBe back. So they don't lose any money. You see, they don't give something for free. They give money to get that money back. And that's I think is a good idea. So a means of payment is one of the thing we aim with, of course, a massive adoption. Like I said, and I repeat, it's 230 million people in the world that actually practice fitness. So it's a big community. And if a third of that is just using WellBees, that will make the WellBe grow even better. And then the other option, the other thing we aim actually with the WellBe is also to be a speculative currency like the Bitcoin or the Ethereum. People can buy WellBees just because they want a stake. They want to earn money. They want to invest. So these people, they don't have nothing to do with fitness. Doesn't matter. They might just come to fitness using their WellBe as a mean of payment. So that could be also an introduction for them just to buy WellBees for investments first, and then say, well, actually, I can pay in a fitness club, but I need to do sport. So why don't I use my WellBees? So that is the two aspects. And the third one is the Solidarity Aid Fund that is behind the project. That fund is going to be self-funded by the selling of the WellBees on the market. And that fund is there to help people, to help actually clubs, to support and help clubs which are either having difficulties, issues, money, financial, even strategic issues like what kind of offer I can do for the next month, or how can I train my commercial to be better sellers. So all these kind of issues that can help a club grow and start to be wealthy, that's the word. That fund is there to help them. So people or club's owner will be able to request and help when it's needed. Of course, there are criteria around this to make sure that the right club gets the right help, and they will have to of course, one of the criteria, one of the conditions, they will have to own WELBs, of course, a certain amount of WELBs to ask for that help, and we will give that help in WELB as well, which means that we'll buy with the money we got from the fund, we'll buy WELBs to actually distribute them as a help, as a loan to these people, to this club. So that's the third one.
All right. So thank you very much, Anne, for sharing to us the mission and vision that you have for WELLBE Coins. Okay. So for the next question, this is a very important, especially those who are watching us right now here on YouTube. So Anne, could you share to our subscribers right here about the ecosystem of WELLBE Coin for fitness clubs and enthusiasts? Also, its use cases of the WELB token and maybe the tokenomics as well, especially, the competitive advantages and benefits for users like me?
Yeah, sure. I'll be glad if I can convince you that it's the probably best project of the year. Actually,
Wow.
yeah, we do believe so. It's one of the best projects. There are some very good ones going on right now, but the WELLBE Coin is really a great one. So to explain what are the things that we've planned for the WELBs, besides just what I've told you about means of payment and speculative currency, investment currency, and the SAF, so the Solidarity Aid Fund, we have a lot of projects for the WELBs. Actually, we are working right now on launching our own platform for exchange, a bit like a pancake swap. So it's actually linked with pancake swap. So people will be able to go there and then stake their WELBs, buy some WELBs, swap, exchange, whatever, with different currencies. So my developer is actually currently working on it right now. Actually better, because otherwise I'm going to kick his ass. But yes, he's working on it right now. And this is something that we plan to do later, but we have the opportunity to do it right now. We wanted to be listed on Binance to start with, but the problem with these big, huge exchange platforms, they are very difficult to get in when you're a new token, new currency. They want to have first some kind of market gap thing that they can check, like volume of transactions, and that's the handicap right now. So to create that market gap, we need to start with our own platform, and that's going to work very well. I'm going to show you, if you want, how it's going to look like. It's not finished. It's not online. It's just a test version for the moment. Let me get into it, and I share it to you so that people can actually have a look on what we are going to do. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, please do. I'm excited.
It's the background is not finished. The things needs to be changed, but it's on its way. So let's share that with you guys. That's the one. Here we go. So that's going to be looking like that with a different background and more design things. That's the first version, just test version to see if everything is working. So don't pay attention to these amounts because they're just test one. So that's home. What is very interesting about these platforms is that you can actually connect directly to your MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Safe Wallet. So you can connect your wallet directly to the platform. And when you connect your wallet, then automatically it will appear what you have as WELBs on your wallet.
Oh, I see.
If you don't have any, you can actually buy some because it will use the BNB, USDT, BTCB that you have that you can buy WELBs with. So that's the home page. Then you have the staking page. So that shows the amount of WELBs available in your staking that you can actually stake. That's the available WELBs that you decided to put on the platform. And then you can approve them, and that will show automatically what you earn constantly. So the amount of WELBs that you're actually getting as reward for your staking. And then on the farming part, you have all the, not all of them for the moment, but the 4 first ones we actually settled, which are the pairing that you can have with the WELB. And so you can be with the BNB, with the USD, the USDT, and the BTCB. for the moment, but that's not going to be the only one. It could be ETH as well and others, but we started with that first. So that's going to be looking like that. I'm not going to click on exchange because it's going to go to Uniswap, and that's definitely not where we want to go. So for the moment, it's not settled, but that was to show you the platform at its test version. Okay, so that's it. That's to start with. Will be more designed. So to answer to your question, we have we have this platform coming very soon in July, because our ICO is actually ending very soon. And there are still WELBs to be bought there. So that would be one of your questions. So I'm not going to answer now. But to make the WELBs interesting for you and for fitness and for members, the thing you have to remember is that we are not talking about fiat currency. We are talking about cryptocurrency, which means they are depending on a market law, offer and demand. They are meant when the project is good behind, they are meant to actually grow value. And that's what we are all looking for. So why should you pay your membership in WELBs instead of fiat? Well, the answer is there. You can pay your membership with WELBs because if you buy WELBs, you can let them grow, you can let them take value. And instead of buying 2 months of membership, you might just be able for the same amount to buy 3 months. And for the clubs, well, instead of actually cashing 12 months of a membership fee, you might just cash that the day itself, but tomorrow the amount of WELBs you have will be worth more than what the people are supposed to pay. I don't know if I make myself clear, Jeff.
Yes.
Okay. So the thing is that it's to allow people in the fitness industry to actually grow their capital, their money, with a currency that actually is going to take value, and taking value because people are going to use it. So what we are working on right now is to make sure that fitness industry in the world is aware of the existence of the WELB and they can use it. So that is the whole marketing work we're doing right now, making partnership with big names, big brands. We did make already 2 very interesting partnerships. They are the first one I wanted to make because for me it was very important that clubs understand they can use the WELB because it's already implemented in their software. And we have 2 huge brands, 2 huge big companies in Europe that are in charge of making managing software for fitness clubs. So, you know, this kind of software, when you register yourself in a fitness club, you have your application on the telephone, you can reserve a class, you can see the messages and everything. And for the club, it's managing, so that means that it's doing the accounting as well. So these 2 big software companies in Europe, they actually accepted to get the WELB as mean of payment implemented in their software. Meaning the club will be able to accept very easily that as a payment, the WELB as a payment. This is a big step. And that is one step that leads to the next one, which is now we are working to get huge franchise fitness clubs like Basic Fit, like CrossFit, like Fitness Park. These are big, huge franchise. They are having hundreds of clubs in the world. And if we can get some of them to use a WELB as means of payment, that will be viral. Everybody's going to ask it. So with the marketing right now, what we do is to interest clubs, so participating to fair, special fair for fitness. There was one just like 3 weeks ago, which I actually participated in the webinar to explain to the fitness industry in France the mean of the WELB and the use of it. And we are doing another one very soon. And we are also into very big mailing campaign to clubs, members, so with a lot of advertising. So we are in the process of that to really interest people using the WELB, at least in the fitness world for the moment. That doesn't mean that we don't do commercial or we don't do advertising to investors, because we do have big investors today. We actually have we have 3 investors for a total of 8 million euro. Just
Wow.
guys, just guys that want to buy WELBEs, and they believe in the project. They believe in the features that we put behind the project. We will talk about this, and they know they are gonna get really their money back and way more. So we made some contract, and we have for at the moment for 8 million euro of investors in 3 investors. I'm not talking about the ICO; that's something else. But just these 3 investors. So and it's going viral. A lot of YouTube videos. A lot of people are sharing all over the world. And like I said, I think it's the best project. So I don't know if I answer everything in your question. So do not hesitate to tell me if I missed something, because your question was complete.
Wow. So I'm really impressed with your website. Even though that this is just a test version of it. Okay. Wow. For a follow-up question about this website, of course, does it support multiple non-custodial wallets, correct? Like MetaMask, Trust Wallet.
Exactly. You can use any wallets that's not on exchange.
Oh, I see. That's great. This is so great. Okay,
Yeah,
because
because the only fee you will have is the fee that you have with the transaction on MetaMask, so or on the Binance smart chain. You won't have to pay fee to an exchange on top of the fees of the transaction. So that's quite interesting for people. They get reward and they don't have more fees to pay.
wow, so this is very interesting. Not only, this is the first time that I have seen this, because all I know about WELLBE Coin is that you guys are just use this token in your ecosystem for paying for fitness subscriptions or so. But I had to admit, this is the first time I've seen that you guys are having this this website, like it's similar to PancakeSwap, to Uniswap, yeah.
That's
And
the
since you
point.
are on, yeah, so you guys are into Binance Smart Chain.
Yes.
Wow, this is really cool.
we
This is
were in
really
we
cool.
were in Ethereum first. We started with deploying the smart contract, the token smart contract on Ethereum. So there was an ERC20 at the beginning. But when we did the airdrop campaign and we had to distribute, that was so expensive. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
Giving away free WELBEs with a cost of like a 20,000 euro. That was just
Oh my God.
no
Yeah.
way, no way. So we talked with the developer and we said, well, we have to get out of this because Ethereum is very interesting, but first, it's not the only one. And right now, there's so many transactions on it. It takes so long. It costs so much.
Yes.
So we actually transferred to Binance, and it's way much better, really. For a lot of things, it's very good, and it's connected to PancakeSwap, so we can actually implement this website, this platform.
Yes, I have to agree with you. And the Binance Smart Chain is very cheap right now because Ethereum 2.0, it's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they are transitioning from proof of work to proof of stake. So as long it's not yet implemented, of course, gas fees are the problem in Ethereum. Especially especially that the market is coming down, but the gas fees are rising. Oh my God.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. All the cryptocurrency are actually dropping down, and then the fees are dropping up. So they're just going to the moon, and that's not the point. Crypto must go to the moon, not the fees.
Yeah. Wow. Well, so anyways, Anne, thank you so much for sharing to us about how the ecosystem of WELLBE works, especially your competitive advantages and the benefits for users like me and the rest of you who are watching us right now here on YouTube. So let's move forward to the next question. Now, Anne, could you share about the past and recent achievements that you have for WELLBE Coin, especially the partnerships that you have, like the strategic partnerships? Could you share it to us right here?
Yeah, so just what I said just before, we do have these two big partners, which are these software companies. We are working right now on partnership as well with the big franchise. We do have a partnership as well with some. It starts in France for the moment because, of course, the WELLBE Coin is from France. It's not French. It's from France. It's for the world. But we did create a very nice partnership with a network, which is a network of independent fitness clubs, not franchise, not big brands, independent fitness clubs. These are the clubs at the moment which are actually encountering really many difficulties, many issues because of the crisis. Not the big franchise because they have a lot of money behind, but the small clubs that most of the people go to, and they are very cozy, very family-like, and people are like this. These are the clubs actually suffering from the crisis. So we have a big network in France of independent club. They actually joined together to have the strength of a big franchise. So they really created a nice thing, and I was part of it when I had my clubs. And I used that network to present the WELLBE, and that is one of the partnership I have. They will be part of the Solidarity Aid Fund as well. They will be using it, but they will be also proposing it and helping. So we will help as well the clubs to join that network when they need it to, when they are independent. So we have that, and we have also a very nice partnership with a guy that he created a company in France, and that company is specialized in helping clubs with strategy, with marketing, with training. So they are there, and I used him. I had to use that company at one time in the existence of my club because I was in difficulties. I didn't know what to do anymore. And when you're alone working, you can't share with your peers, meaning people like you that have the same situation. But when you're independent, you are competitors, so you don't talk to the other to know what he's doing. And that network is really helping for this. In that company from a fitness academy, that's called like this, is helping clubs to share and find solution and really work on the community. And that is also the goal of the WELLBE. So we are having the same value, and that is very important for us. So that is one of the other partnership we are working on. With this, we got these 3 investors that we just talked about. And we are working as well on other partnerships with big franchise and other brands, and also suppliers, big fitness suppliers like Technogym, like Les Mills. These are the targets we are actually aiming. We want them in the WELLBE community, because then clubs will be able to pay as well their supply, their bills directly to the suppliers with WELLBE. It has to be a inside circle, but people from outside can use it as well. So this is like an inside-outside thing, if I make myself clear. And after that, for the technology development, like I said, we went from Ethereum to Binance. We just changed actually the smart contract right now. 2 days ago, we actually deployed a new token smart contract. So that was about time, because when it's launched, we can't do it anymore. We actually found out that the original smart contract we had was not secure enough. There was going to be creating some issues in the future, and WELLBE is there to solve issues, not to create new ones. So we decided that we had to change that contract to make it more reliable, more secure, and more protected, to prevent hacking, of course, scam people, the people that want to scam it, and also just technological issues. So that's one thing that we just did. There is a platform coming up, and very next, something that was actually planned for later is going to come very next, and that's thanks to these investors. This is the iOS and Android application, so that we will create actually an application on your telephone where you can buy directly your WELLBEs, you can exchange them, but you can also reserve class in fitness clubs partner. So all the fitness clubs that will be using WELLBEs will be registered on that platform, on that application. And you'll be able to go anywhere in the world using your WELLBE and going to any class in any club in the world, because they will be registered on your platform, on your application. you'll get rewarded for fidelity as well. If you go very often to your club, clubs can actually reward you, give you bonuses, give you WELBs that can appear on your application because you went maybe 4 times in a week, which is great. So this kind of, the base of the reward. We reward you because you're going to sport and you take care of yourself. So there will be plenty of things on that application. But the first thing is buy, sell, exchange, and use. Make it easy to use. That's the point. And next thing we want to do after the application will be to create a credit card. There is some exchange that are actually already using it. I'm not going to name them, but I know one exchange platform that has their own credit card. I have one actually because I'm on that platform.
May I see it?
Actually, it's a metal credit card. It's a Visa, and it's a metal card. Yeah, it's a prepaid card. So the principle is to have a prepaid card where you can put as a prepayment WELBs or fiat money, whatever you want, because it's a Visa. And because it's a Visa, you can use it everywhere that Visa is actually accepted. So you can go using your WELBs, not only in your club, but you can go and pay with your prepaid WELB card Visa to anywhere, and that will be deducted from your wallet, from your account, with the equivalent on WELB at the time, tea time.
Oh, I see. Wow.
So that's coming up. Next and last will be probably many things in between, but I'm giving you just the big axes. But the last thing that we want to do is to create our own blockchain. That will be the last step of the project.
So you're creating your own mainnet. That's really amazing. That's really amazing.
Yeah, that's what we want. We would like to have our own mainnet so that we can actually support altcoin depending on the WELB. So that makes it a WELB even more interesting for the value. And people could create some tokens, probably just for the clubs, whatever. And we can also support smart contracts, projects, and everything. So licenses for less means, for instance, we could actually support and hold license, which are most of the time scammed. So that's one way to protect it on a specific blockchain with a specific smart contract. So that's what we want to do. We want to have our own. It's very ambitious, you will tell me, but without ambition, you don't go anywhere.
This is
that's what we want to do.
This is really way beyond my expectations. You guys have a credit card, and then you're going to have your own blockchain. Wow.
Yeah.
My God.
We are going to be there for a long time, Jeff. We just started, but believe me, we're going to be here for a long time, very long time.
Oh my God! Wow, this is really, really amazing. Especially that fitness is trending here in the Philippines. Even if it's pandemic, these fitness clubs doesn't stop. Like they are doing virtual workouts or stuff. Hopefully, one of these fitness clubs here in the Philippines would can do a strategic partnership with WELLBE Coin, especially because Philippines is a crypto-friendly country, by the way. Yes.
That is good news because your neighbor is not anymore. Yes. China is not anymore. It's getting very hard.
Yes, they are. They keep cracking down on Bitcoin mining. It plunges the.
I know.
Yeah.
It'll be difficult for China to get crypto now for Chinese people. But see, Philippines, you're very welcome. I'm taking all clubs in Philippines to have WELBs. Please come to us. We'll be very pleased to help you grow your treasury, to help you grow your turnover, to help you grow your members. Everything that we can do to help. It's exactly the goal we actually wanted behind the WELLBE Coin creation. And help clubs, help fitness, help health. Like we said, you said there are many clubs in Philippines. There are many clubs in Europe as well, and all over the world. And this is the sport. This sport is never going to stop. You see, during the pandemic, people actually got clubs and classes virtually, and that was amazing. All the ideas
Yes.
and all the solution they came up with to make sure that people kept doing sport at home and kept being coached, and that's very important. And I don't know if you noticed something, Jeff, but I've never seen so many people doing sport during the confinement. There were more people doing sport, even
Yes.
though they've
Yes.
never been registered in a club before. These people actually 20%. It's going to be 20% more people in clubs than it used to be before, because that gave the people the will to go and do sport. There's nothing worse than being stuck at home, not
Yes.
being able to go out. And people started to get interested by, well, actually, I probably should go and do some fitness because I'm getting a little fat, or I mean, this is for my health.
Wow.
So, actually, the pandemic was difficult for the fitness club,
Yes,
really,
I agree.
because they went through hell. There was no memberships anymore, no turnover, no money coming in.
Yeah.
Beside the fact that they were doing a lot of things for the actual members, like videos and everything, they kept on
Yeah.
working without any reward, really, because most of the people actually stopped their membership, or some of them were solidar, but they're going to be asking for some kind of compensation. But the thing is, beside that, this industry is never going to stop. People are going to go sporting everywhere all the time. They will. So there's not an industry which is going to disappear. So the WELB won't disappear till fitness exists.
Yeah. Wow. This is really, really amazing, and thank you so much for sharing to us about the recent achievements and partnerships that you have, and we're looking forward to that, especially the credit card. I really want to have one of those, by the way.
Yeah. You can, as soon as out, Jeff, I send you one.
Oh wow, thank you. So it's
You're
gonna.
welcome.
So you're going to print it under my name, right?
Yeah, exactly. You'll have your name on it. You got the numbers. You got the crypto behind. You got the validate. You got it's free to Visa on it. Let me show you how it's gonna look like. Just
Oh
let
my
me show you.
God, I want to
Because
see it.
yeah, because I actually made a thing. Just let me find out on my computer, and I'm gonna
Sure.
show you how the WELLBE Coin crypto card is gonna look like.
Okay.
Actually, we'll call it a crystal card because it
Oh
will
my
be
God,
crystal.
wow.
That's the one. Let me
Okay.
share. Yeah.
Just to clarify about the card, you said it's credit card, right? And not debit card, because there's a difference between credit and
Oh
debit. You
yeah,
know.
for you. Actually, for us, we all call it credit card. It's a
Oh,
prepaid
okay.
card. It's a prepaid card.
Oh, I see.
It's
That's
not a
great.
credit. Actually, you're right. For your countries, for English countries, it's not a credit
Yeah.
card. It's debit card. You're right.
Okay. Because
We
I have
we,
to.
we call,
Because I have to
yeah.
be honest with you. I have never owned a single credit card before. Only debit cards, by the way.
Well, shall I tell you a secret? In
Yeah,
Europe,
sure.
and mainly in France, we don't have credit cards. We have debit cards. We
Oh, I
do
see.
have only debit cards. Credit cards don't exist actually. Really, you can
Oh,
have
okay.
you can be allowed to have a debit more than what you own actually as money, and that is we call it a red. We call it being in a red when you spend more than you have. So we have, but it's very limited. But they are not credit cards. If you want to have a credit, you go and get a loan in a bank, but you don't have that on a credit card. It's not working. This is
Look,
typically English. This is typically American. We don't do this.
wow.
Let me show you the credit card, how it looks like. Well, the picture is not that beautiful, but I'm showing it to you
Sure,
anyway.
sure. You can share screen now.
Yes, that's exactly. This is it. I'm sharing the screen. So that is it. It's gonna go like this. Actually, it's crystal card. It's
Oh my
transparent.
God.
We want it
Would you look at
transparent.
that?
We hope we can, but we want it transparent.
Oh my God.
Jeff, don't use that number. It's fake.
I really want one of those.
You'll have one of those.
not
This guy
only
is
that, not only that, I didn't own a single credit card, but actually, 4 years since I've been into the crypto industry, one of my wish lists, to be honest, Anne, is to have a crypto debit card. Well, but but
There
the
you
thing is,
go.
yeah, but the thing is, and in some other crypto companies that I have applied, it's very difficult to apply. Yeah, to be
Really?
honest, yes, especially that they're the Visa, Mastercard, or something like that. Yeah. So well, this
Well,
is my chance.
yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, it was very easy on crypto.com, you know, that exchange. The crypto.com, they have a credit card. They have different credit cards, actually. And I took one, I have one from crypto.com, which is a exchange
Oh,
platform that I'm
crypto.com.
using. But
Okay.
they're quite expensive in fees. They are about 2.99%, which is quite expensive when you make a transaction. But
Oh,
they
okay.
do, but they do have a lot of features. They do have a lot of benefits. And one of them is that credit card, which is
Oh, okay.
interesting in the credit card. And that's the reason that gave me this idea that creating a WELB credit card is that you can have different things in that credit card. You can, of course, use your prepayment and be as a debit, but you can have also cashback. It means that if you're using your credit card with partners, you might just get cashback, and you can also have some kind of discount with partners using that credit cards with partners, and that is very interesting. That make the credit card American Express is doing that. There are many credit cards, that debit cards are doing this kind of benefit. That if you have American Express, you have discount in flying companies, you have discount in theaters, you have discount in some shops because they are partners. What we want to do with WELB is this: clubs which are partners, suppliers, shops, whatever, they will be registered with the credit card, which means that people go pay there and they will get some kind of cashback or discount.
Wow. I am so overwhelmed. I'm so amazed of this one.
Great. Very happy. Very happy. I do that
Wow.
effect with people.
Wow. This is really amazing. Thank you very much, Anne, for sharing this. And I know you guys who are watching right now on YouTube are so blown away about this debit card. Hopefully, you'll get yours as well. So you could
Yes, you have
contact.
to.
Yeah. All
But
right. Anne.
first, buy Wellbees. First, buy Wellbees. It is
Yes.
not working if you don't have any Wellbees.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That's it. All right, Anne, thank you very much for that. So let's move on to the next question. Okay. So aside from the achievements and the partnerships that you have, I know that I know that there are some challenges as well because we are not exempted from these challenges, these storms that come in our way, especially this ongoing pandemic. Now, could you share to us the recent challenges that you are facing right now, especially for WELLBE Coin, and how can you guys cope up with these challenges?
Yeah. The big challenge we have right now, it's about the platform. It's technology. We had some challenges before, like I told you, to change to Binance, to rewrite the token smart contract. These are the challenge we just went through. And today, the big challenge is to make and have on time, and it will be on time, but to have on time this platform fully working, fully efficient, and that people can really go into it and exchange, buy, swap, stake, farm, whatever they want to do with the WELB, they can be able to do it and then make the WELB grow even faster. So that is the technical issue that I have right now with the team. After that, the other issue we actually encountering right now, it's the pandemic. Talk about it. Well, I don't know how it is in Philippines, but in France, since the 9th of June, the clubs are open again. So there's no confinement anymore on clubs. People can go back to their clubs. Well, there are some conditions, of course, but clubs are open. We might not go to confinement anymore in September. We were afraid of that, but there are presidential elections. So believe me, we won't go into confinement because he's not going to get elected again. So I think he's going to leave us alone for September. So we might have a nice September. You have to know something, Jeff. September for the fitness clubs, it's 35 till 40% of the year turnover. So if you miss September in Europe, if you can't make September, a big success for your club in talking about turnover, you miss your year. And last year, September was confinement. So for the clubs, that was terrible. January was confinement. These are two big months for actually cashing money on the club. So we are working on that. We are working on a very big campaign. So we work with this guy from the Fitness Academy to help us to make a very attractive campaign for the club to offer to their new members the WELBs, to start introducing the WELBs in the habits of the people. It has to be an automatism. If people have to think, I'm going to my club, I pay WELB. Well, I'm going to get a reward. This is WELB. That's what we are working on right now. It's the beginning. It's going to take a bit of time. We hope it's going fast. And that is what we work on with the campaign and the marketing right now. This big campaign for September. So we are preparing this, launching the platform and introducing really the WELB in the habits of the people to use it as payment in the fitness club.
Wow. So at least if you guys have overcome these challenges that you are facing these days, and looking forward for the September event that you guys have there in France. I don't know about the other countries though, especially right here in the Philippines, because the gyms remain closed as of today because
Oh, wow.
because of these restrictions. Especially, I don't know if you're aware of this Delta variant in the Delta
Sorry,
variant.
really, it makes me laugh. I really, every single week they just find out a new variant. And I
Yeah,
love it. I mean, they find out a new variant for a disease that actually doesn't kill anyone. So, well, yeah, okay. They find some other way to restrict you. Okay. In
yeah.
France,
So
we are out of it right now, and that's pretty good because we are fed up with this. That's enough.
yeah,
Enough is enough. Stop thinking
yeah.
we are stupid. We are not stupid.
Yeah, same here as well. Enough is enough here. These restrictions. We've been enduring this like for more than a year.
Yeah, like us. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is, and the economy goes down, but surprisingly, crypto goes all the way around. Before this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But actually, it's the future, Jeff. You know that.
Yeah, it is.
We are going to a phase within. We are changing money politics very soon. Every 15 years, the political money of finance is changing in the world, and we are getting close to the fact that fiat currencies are meant to disappear. They are already. You know that in Scandinavia, they are
Mhm.
already working. Governments are already working on taking away and taking off circulation all the liquidities, all the notes and the coins, physical. It's going to be disappearing in Europe. It's going to happen as well. The governments are taking off physical money because it's one best way to prevent black work, being paid not declared. It's the best way to control the money. If there is no physical money, there's no fake money either. You can't make fake money when you don't have physical money. So the fiat money are going to disappear in a few period of time, in a few years.
Yeah.
They are meant to disappear, and cryptocurrency is the next generation of finance. And you know that, I know that. Just make the rest of the world be aware of it.
Yeah, it is. So let's look forward to the future of that. Especially that other countries, are trying to make these cryptocurrencies as legal tender, like what you've seen in El Salvador lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think other countries like Paraguay, they're making a Bitcoin legislation, and especially Iran, and of course, other countries would follow suit. Well, hopefully others would do the same. Because I still believe that maybe in a decade or so, China could have a change of heart.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, it would
That
be
would be
great.
great.
All right.
That would be great, definitely. But we're going to that, Jeff. We're going to that. Actually, Even the bank, I mean, it's not because the bank are fighting it, because that's not in their interest to have the cryptocurrency emerging that well, because the day the cryptocurrency is the main payment and financial way for people, the banks are going to disappear because there will be no use for banks. Cryptocurrency is the way for people to be able to have an account, to have money, to stake, to save, to invest without going through the bank.
Yes, yes.
They don't like it. The bank don't like it. Really,
Yes.
they don't.
Speaking of banks, and speaking of banks, one of my friends, like he has a bank account, so he wants to
Yeah.
withdraw his crypto from a payment service provider, which is crypto related, to his bank account, and eventually the bank called him that he needs to close his account immediately after
Yeah,
withdrawing all.
no.
Yeah, yeah. So they are anti-crypto. Most of the banks are anti-crypto right now. Oh,
Yeah, my bank is. I had to find another one just for my company. Do you know the time it took me just to be able to open a bank account for the startup for my company? Because my company is in cryptocurrency,
hmm.
all the banks that I've contacted to open an account, they refused because I am working with crypto. What I don't understand is that the cryptocurrency, they won't hold it. I am not holding cryptocurrency. I will, but not much. A lot of money is going to go into the bank account. That is they just forgot that selling cryptocurrency, I'm going to have a lot of money for the company in the bank account. So that's too bad for them. I found a bank. You know, the
Yeah.
problem you talked about with your friend, I had the same. I'm on some exchange, and when I want to buy crypto using my credit card, actually my bank is blocking the transaction.
Oh.
I need to ask them. And last time, just to have a story, last time I wanted to buy some bitcoins because the price was very low. It was like at 17,000. So I wanted to buy some. I couldn't. I couldn't because my bank blocked me. So I had to call them. It took 5 days before they actually allow me to use my money, my own
Oh.
money. And the thing is, 5 days later, the Bitcoin was at 23,000.
Oh my god.
I wanted to kill them. I wanted to kill them. You can't use your own money. You have to ask authorization to use your own money. Okay, wow. No, no.
Yeah, just
The
like the old man
blockchain,
said. Yeah, just like the old man said. Of course, not your keys, not your coins. That's how centralized system works. You know, in banks, because they have the custody of of the savings that we have. That's why
yeah,
me, I choose to save it in a non-custodial wallet than in my bank account. But to be honest with you, my bank account is almost empty because most of them I put them into crypto.
yeah, me too. I'm actually taking out my money out of the bank because I know one thing is going to happen as well because of that crisis that we went through is
Yeah.
that the government actually accumulated a lot of debts, and they're going to have to pay that because they paid a lot to help whatever, but they paid a lot. So that money had to come from somewhere. And the thing is that they're not going to be able to take it from us. We don't have any more because we couldn't go to work, we couldn't get salaries, we couldn't. A lot of things went on during that crisis. So this money that the government actually spent, because they spent a lot during the crisis as well, to help us, they're gonna have to pay their debts. And these debts, the only way the government can pay their debt is to create money, to create new money, the same, I
Yeah.
mean, euro, but to make more euro. And the consequence of that
They're
is that
printing.
if you create more, you devaluate the money.
Yes. Yes.
It's worth less. So we're gonna go all with our big bag full of money just to get a piece of bread because the
Yeah.
money won't worth anything. That's going to be great for export company because when you do export company and there is inflation, they are making a lot of money. But they are the only one. They are the only ones. We don't. We're gonna have to pay our bread, our cigarette, or just food with a lot more money that we actually have and we used to because the money won't be worth anything. So that's gonna happen. So it's better to take your money now out of the bank before it happens because your whatever €1,000 you have in your account or $1,000, you will be able to buy just a piece of bread with it in a few weeks or in a few months. So it's better to take it off and put it on crypto, I think. So you're right. Get
Yeah,
rid of
yeah.
your bank account.
Yeah, so that's what so that's what other countries like Venezuela, like they are suffering this economic collapse. Yeah, so they are an example of an economic collapse because of the devaluation of their fiat money. Well,
Yeah, exactly. This is, and they are the first because they are the weaker. The point is, these countries you're talking about, they are economically weak compared to Europe or USA. Or they are weak, or China, which means that they are the first ones suffering from that deflation. And that's, but it's not. That doesn't mean that we are not going to go through this. It's just going to come later. But we will go through exactly the same situation. We all have the same problem that they have a bit later because we are stronger economically, but we'll get to that anyway.
yeah, I agree with you, Anne. All right, let's now move forward to the
Yeah,
next question. Okay, so this is also a very important one. Okay, especially for those of you who are watching us right now. Could you share about the future plans and exciting updates of WELLBE Coin in the next few months or years or so? Like, what is your game plan in massive adopting WELLBE Coin in so many fitness clubs around the globe, especially right here in the Philippines?
the way to actually reach that goal, it's through marketing, of course, because that would be the best way. But it's going to be also, and I think that's the first step with the marketing. They go together. It's to create partnership. That means that to create partnerships with the actors of the this industry. When I'm talking about actors, Jeff, I'm talking about fitness clubs, of course, but fitness clubs don't work alone. They have suppliers, they have software, they have all kind of services they're using to make their business work. And these are the satellite things around the fitness club that we also have to get into the well-being to make things very easy for the club to accept and use the well-being inside their club. So we work on that to get big partnership. Like I told you before, the big partnerships can be Les Mills, can be the Basic Fit, can be any technology, all kind of suppliers. Even in the Philippines, actually in the Philippines, not even if, in the Philippines. I want the Philippines now.
Wow.
So if
So,
you know a club owner that is interested in cryptocurrency, it's about just go on, guy. It's now. It's now. And you are going to ask me why it's now, isn't it? I think that's the next question. You're going to ask me why it's now.
yes, yes. So let's look forward to that, and at least you've shared to us about the future plans and exciting updates, and also your game plan for WELLBE Coin to be massively adopted worldwide, especially here in the Philippines. And
Yeah,
yeah, let's move on to our final question for this
yeah,
exclusive interview. So let's say you've introduced
yeah.
me into my fitness contacts right here in my city about WELLBE Coin for the first time. Now, could you give me one reason or maybe some few reasons on why I should be grabbing some WELLBE token right away? Like, what is it for me if I am going to grab them right now, then later? Or what could we miss if we are not on board with WELLBE Coin in the world of fitness and sports?
Okay. Uh, Very good question. And that's going to be the most important one. So I would advise you to tell you to people to look the video till the end because that is the main question you asked right now. Why should you buy WellBe right now? Well, there is one first reason. The WellBe right now is in the ICO, which means it is the lowest price it will ever be. It's 10 cents of a euro, which means 11 cents of a dollar. This is nothing. This is the lowest price ever. There are few WellBes left at the ICO. The ICO is ending in a few days on the 9th of July. So it's about now, because from that date, from the date of the end of the ICO and the launching of the platform, the WellBe would be at 15 cents of a euro, which means 17 cents of the USD. Uh, this 50% profit from 10 to 15 or from 11 to 17, it's 50% profit just in a few days. So if you want to buy WELLBE now, you'll make 50% profit, and that is for sure. And that's the minimum. What is important to know as well, and it's something we didn't talk about, one of these main features of that cryptocurrency I've created is that I have created a reserve, which means that it's not a stable coin, but it has a reserve. And its reserve is self-financed, it's self-funding, which means that on the fund allocation of the selling WELLBEs in the ICO, but also in new release of WELLBEs along the time, every single WELLBE sold, 30% of its value will go to that reserve, which means that we will have a smart contract that will get an alert when WELLBE is going at a certain level lower than we want it to be. We will be able to buy WELLBEs and get the value up again. Because of that reserve, we'll be able to influence the value of the WELLBE to go even further than that, Jeff. We are guaranteeing, listen well, we are guaranteeing 15% growth per year from the original value, which is 15 cents. Meaning that in July 2020, the minimum value of the WELLBE will be 17 cents of a euro. Will be 20 cents in 2023, etc. And that we can do, and we can guarantee because of that value, that reserve, sorry, and because of the staking program as well we have, where we can also buy, because it's also self-funding, we can also buy WELLBEs, and we can also influence the market in a good way, not in a bad one. We want to influence it in a good way. So it will never go downer than 15 cents this year, and lower than 17 cents next year, and etc. So it's now to be buy, because if it goes to €3, if you buy at €3, well, the only guarantee you have, it's not going to go lower than 15 cents. So buy it when it's 10 cents, not when it's €1 or €2 or $3. It will be too late. Can I add just one thing, Jeff?
Sure,
just
sure.
You know what is the definition of risk for me? Because people are just saying all the time, well, but it's risky. You know, the cryptocurrency is not on the market now. It doesn't have a market cap. How do you know that it's going to work? How do we know that people are going to buy it? How do we know it's not going to die? Well, there are a few reasons we just explained before why this is not going to die, because we are talking about a lifetime, many lifetime actually fitness industry, which is never going to die. But there is another reason as well, which is why we have to we are very believing in this project, and why there is no risk. The reserve is one thing that prevents the risk, and there is something else. Risk for me is just when you miss opportunities. That is the biggest risk you can take. It's to miss the opportunity. We were too many missing the opportunity of the Bitcoin in 2009. Do you know, Jeff, that if you had invested $100 in the Bitcoin in 2009, today you'll have about 3 billion.
Yeah.
3 billion. So we missed one train.
Yeah.
And now we are taking the train when it's done many turns. Why don't you take a train when it's on its first stop?
Exactly.
Because this is when we have to take the train. Today, not tomorrow, today.
Right.
So it's now time to buy for the ICO. Buy during the ICO at 10 cents.
Yes. All right. So Anna, thank you very much for sharing to us on why we should buy WELLBE right now, not tomorrow, not on the next day or next month. Yes. So I agree with you about about not missing the trains like we did on Bitcoin, in which all we had is regret, like not knowing about Bitcoin 2009, 2010. Yeah.
We just ignore it because we were not courageous. We were that was very new. Actually, we had excuses, but That was very new.
Yeah.
But some people, fortunately, some people actually believed in it and they dared to do it. Look where they are right now. They are billionaires.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
So, so get in the train. Don't miss that one. Get in the train.
Yeah, it is. So you guys heard it from Anne, of course. For those of you who are watching us right now here on YouTube, I hope you learned something about WELLBE Coin coming from the CEO and founder herself, Miss Anne-Marie Argemi. Okay. So before we wrap this up, and do you have any
Yeah.
parting words for our subscribers and viewers here who are watching us right now?
Well, if you may ask, one thing I wanted to tell them, if you liked what you heard right now, and if you think that project is um, one of the best of the year, and it is actually one of the best of the year, if you believe that the fitness industry is not something that is going to die, and the well-be linked to it will never die neither, if you did listen carefully to the whole interview, that was great, actually, Jeff. Thanks for that. Just go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it because you'll have no risk. The only risk you're going to take is if you don't take that risk. That's all. Just take the risk because it's a good one. It's a risk with things beside that makes it not so risky, actually.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the CEO and founder of WELLBE Coin, Miss Anne-Marie Argemi. So once again, Anne, thank you very much for being here in the show. Thank you so much for your time. You know, I had enjoyed our discussion here so far. Wow,
So
thank you very
nice. That
much.
was really great, Jeff. I really loved what you did with the video before for the well-being. It was really good one. And I was very eager to have this interview with you and then to be able to actually answer the people that made comments on your first video. They wanted to have an interview with me, and there I am, and I'm very glad. That was great. I loved
Yeah,
it.
so wish granted.
Yeah, definitely. And then just let people know that it just can come and ask us any question. We do have on our website some links. They can contact us, and we are always answering questions. They can go to that community. I'm just going to show you the community so that you can, before the link to the community, I'm just going to share the
Sure,
page so
no
that people
problem.
can see it. Here we go. That's it. Okay, so we are everywhere on social media. You can contact us. You can send us message. I answer myself personally. So, I'm not a kind of CEO that thinks and I'm sitting on top of the building and I'm watching
Yeah.
people from above and I'm not getting in touch with the crowd because I'm too way above. Not at all. I'm in the crowd. I'm answering questions. I'm answering emails. I take time to answer people because this is important. We are building a community. If you build a community, you have to be available for your community.
Oh, so there you have it, guys. Of course, you can see all of the social media channels that Anne has in store for us. Okay, so you just have to follow these official social media channels. So take note of these, guys. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So this is where you are going to get updated with their latest updates, developments, or so, and it's really exciting, and I'm really looking forward to it, Anne. Okay.
It's in English. Don't because I show the French version, but you also have the English version of the website. So don't
Yes.
worry, guys. You won't have to use Google to translate. It's already being translated. So it's everything you find on the website is all English as well.
All right. So, guys, you see the website right here of WELLBE Coin. So just go to wellbe-coin.com and you just have to switch it to English version. Okay. All right. So, guys, for those of you who are watching us right now here on YouTube, I would like to thank you also for your time here with us. You know, if you have any questions, just like what Anne have mentioned, of course, don't hesitate or think twice in reaching out to her, or you just have to go to their official Telegram. Just feel free to ask questions, about WELLBE
Yeah.
Coin, especially its ecosystem, or if there are some questions that haven't been covered here yet in this video, of course, just don't hesitate. Just don't hesitate to ask her, or you can just leave your questions right here in the comment section of my YouTube video. And
And
one more,
I will
yeah,
answer. I will come to it and I will answer directly. No problem. With great pleasure.
All right. So we wrap this up, guys. Okay. So, and one more thing, I'm inviting you all to smash the like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for you to stay notified about my latest videos and exclusive interviews regarding cryptocurrencies, blockchain technology, decentralized finance, and NFTs. And you can follow my social media channels right here or in my YouTube description. Okay, so from my freaking home studio, this is Jeff, aka Nomad Fury, and see you all on my next video. Thank you, everyone, for watching our interview. Thank you, Anne. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
great
you. Thank
day.
you, Jeff. You too, Jeff. A good night because I think it's very late for you.
Yes.